All right, hi. I'm Christian,
I'm Alex.
Yeah, I'm a Dennis.
and we're Dak, and we're here to present you the game Dalekris that we're gonna make.
The Dungeons of Dalekris.
The Dirty Dungeons of Dalekris. I'm sorry.
For
and
you.
For you, for you. And
Christian, what are you doing?
what I'm doing actually is I'm gonna be designing a lot of the characters. I'm gonna help with some of the ideas and stuff like that. What are you doing?
Me? I'm going to be one of the artists. I'm also behind the story. Dennis is going to be doing the physics and the world design.
The
Basically, yeah. And yeah, like this game, we're pretty much appealing to like teenagers, kids 13 and up. This is gonna be like a sort of casual, but
It's going
almost
to be casual, a little bit more serious because it's going to have some gore to it, but it's not going to be a pickup. Somebody who plays Candy Crush is going to play kind of game.
yeah. You gotta be in the games to play this.
You
one.
kind of want to be into it to get into it.
But we think that people in this class are probably gonna be into games, so hopefully they'll play it.
Why else would you take a game development course if you don't like games?
Exactly, that's what I'm thinking.
Be real.
So what's the description?
Describe the game.
So basically, in the game, you're gonna find yourself fighting amongst levels, fighting your way through different bosses in this dungeon. Along the way, you're gonna be able to make trades. You're gonna be able to pick up stuff, use different kinds of guns, maybe knives or swords. My bad.
Arrows.
Or arrows, or
Shurikens.
shakens. And the idea is you're gonna be this hero ensconced in these dungeons, struggling to get out for some reason, which my friend here can explain in a little bit.
We'll get to it.
We'll get to it. Alright. Some key features of the game is that we're going to have some different guns in there, some pretty cool ones. There's going to be different characters and different levels and hopefully different bosses. And we're going to have different pickups where you can get some power, like you see something on the ground or you destroy a chest or something, you get some type of power up.
We'd like to actually implement progression because that would allow players or want players to stay around. Players really like progression. The genre we're going for is going to be a 2D RPG, a dungeon crawler. We also put a Merkham just because it's going to be gory. It's going to be kind of not too difficult, but it's going to be a challenging game. The levels. Are you behind the levels?
Yeah, so basically the idea is every level gets harder and harder. The bosses get harder. The items get harder to find. So it allows the player, or forces the player rather, as he's going through, he can't just use everything at once. He has to strategize when he's using stuff and the impact that it has on the rest of his gameplay.
These dungeons are also going to be randomly generated, so it's going to be different every single time. So it's not going to be the same fight every time you spawn into a dungeon. The three characters are going to be based off us. We have Dennis, the People's Champ, Alexander, the Archer, and then Christian, the Ninja. The story is basically there was conflict in the kingdom. It was split up into three kings, and they came together, and peace basically came to the kingdom. There was a guy named Thakon. He came along, and they have powers to open up rifts, and that's what's causing all these monsters to spawn in the dungeons. So it's going to be your job to go through the dungeon, fight off the monsters, and then defeat the boss at the end to close it. And then that kind of helps play into the whole random dungeon. So every dungeon is not the same because there's going to be multiple rifts spawned across the world in these dungeons. So you have endless possibilities. In mechanics, you're behind the mechanics.
Yeah. So basically, what we planned on doing as of now is a time-based gameplay. So as your player moves, the world moves with you. When you're not moving, the world's not moving. Mainly for the sake, I did not want to write a physics engine. That would be a pain in the ass. But
that's sort of beyond this class.
Yeah, so if we had more time, maybe a bigger team that might be possible. But ideally, you'll be able to buy equipment, sell equipment along the world. It will be roguelike, so you will have one life. It's more of a you start, you see how far you can progress, how much you can accomplish until you die, and then you respawn in, but it's a different world now, different levels, different bosses, different everything. Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah, and we got some pretty basic concept art for now. Like, let's see if we can see this. there's gonna be, that's the map over here. You can see my finger shadow. That's gonna be the map. We have a basic drawing of Dennis's the People's Champ character, but that's real basic.
Yeah.
And this is what we have as an idea for the logo. It's
Okay.
backwards here, but you get it.
Yeah. So the idea is each dungeon, if you will, it'll just be a basic matrixy, XY coordinates and all that stuff. So it's not too complex.
This art style is going to be medieval. It's kind of the style we like. It's going to be a lot of fun to play with because it adds that kind of fantasy end, so we can kind of create monsters endlessly, which helps with the world.
It's not real.
It's gonna be medieval guns.
Medieval guns, maybe.
Steam, like it's gonna be a fantasy world.
Maybe.
I mean, they did have guns. Like,
yeah, Dennis said he wanted a deagle. We're gonna have to mix that in with
the People's Choice Deagle.
The People's Choice Deagle. I don't think there's Desert Eagles in medieval times, but we'll work that in.
We'll find a way.
It'll be simple.
And yeah, I'm really excited for this project. I always wanted to, make my own game, and I feel like this is gonna be a really fun game, and that's what I wanted to make. So this is gonna be cool. What about you guys?
I'm just excited to do it because I hate when you play a game and then you feel like the designers have made a bad choice, and you're always sitting there like, why would they make that choice? But now it's kind of, we get to be those people that get to dictate what goes on and goes into the game, which is gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I've gone 4 semesters not having a lot of fun with my classes, so I picked this so it'd be fun. Because who doesn't like making a video game where you can beat your friends?
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think that's it.
Yeah.
I hope you all enjoy our game. Not bad. My hand was in your face.
Okay.
And yeah.
The beta will be out in 2.5 months. Better be there.
All right.